Hey guys, hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Now this particular video is regarding the CSIR UGC NET e-certificate for December 2019 exam, right? Most of you were asking me when I made the last video on how to download the GRF letter for December 2019 exam. There are many of you asked that how to download the e-certificate, the LS or the NET e-certificate. So I told you over there that up till yet the CSIR has not uploaded it yet, but now NTA, CSIR and UGC, they have uploaded it on their website. So in this video I'll be explaining you all the things like how you can download your certificate and what are the things you have to keep in mind before doing all these things. So first of all, you have to go to the official website of CSIR NTA. Okay, now just search for CSIR NTA net and you will be taken to the official website through the first link. Now remember that you have to go to join CSIR UGC net June 2020 website. Okay, you don't have to go for just UGC net like website. Okay, so make it sure that the website, the top, on the top it is mentioned that it's CSIR UGC net website. All right, now downwards you will see that there is a link for joint CSIR UGC net e-certificate for December 2019. Just click on this link and you will be redirected to a particular page. All right, now on this particular page you will see that the commencing committees or the organizing committees, basically UGC and CSIR. So the page is going to ask you for certain details like select your institution. So here there are two options, UGC net and CSIR UGC net. So make sure that you are filling CSIR UGC net over here, right? So fill CSIR UGC net, then enter the CAPTCHA code over here. Now it's like 497780, and when you are done with it, just proceed. Okay, once you proceed through it, you will be asked to fill your details. Okay, now the details are like you have to fill your roll number or the application number, then your date of birth, the session of the exam. The session of the exam is fixed, that is December 2019, so you don't have to worry about it, but the only thing is you have to fill the details over here. Now one thing which is there, that let's say you have forgot your application number or you have forgot your roll number, you have missed your admit card. So how to get your application number? So it's very simple. You have to just go uh, to the email ID, the registered email ID on the CSR. Like while filling the form, you have entered an email ID, right? So on that email ID, you will be getting a mail. Like you might have got a mail from CSIR. In that, application number would have been mentioned. So you don't have to worry about that. Just fill your application number over here, and once you are done with the application number, just enter the date of birth. Now the details which I'm going to provide now does not belongs to me, it belongs to someone else, so I cannot share all those things. So I'll be just blurring up the things and I'll be doing this really fast. All right, I'll be just showing you that what is the next process then. Now once you have filled all the details, just you have to proceed now. So on proceeding, you will see that your name, your date of birth, your category, your father's name, your gender, and all the details are there on the screen. Basically, you have logged in now to your profile, and now you can further proceed for downloading your e-certificate. So just click on the download button over here, the big red download button. Just click over here. Now they will be giving you certain they will be giving you certain instructions that how you have to open the certificate. Okay, so basically the e-certificate which you will download will be a PDF file, and that PDF file will come up with a password protected form. Okay, in a password protected form, and that's because of security reasons and all. So the password will be the first four letters of your name followed by the date of birth. So if your name is written in the form simply like this, just like the example is given to you, like Radhika Kumari, so four letters of the name will be taken as the first four letters of the password and followed by the date of birth without any gap and all. Okay, so it will be like 3001 and 1990. So that is going to be the complete password. But if your name contains some letters with decimals and all, so in that case first four letters again. So remember that decimals are also counted as a digit or as a particular letter. So first four letter will be like S will be the first letter, the decimal or the dot will be the second, K will be the third, and then followed by the next dot. So these are the four digits or the four letters basically, followed by the date of birth. So that's how your password will be created. Let's say you have written the name in this way, that is you have written in the form of spaces. So in that case also space will also be considered as one of the letter. Okay, so R will be the first letter, dot will be the second one, space will be the third one, and L would be the fourth letter. So that's how it will be. And the password will be followed by the date of birth now. And this is the easiest one. And let's say you have written that everything has to be in capital letter. That is also important. Okay, so all the digits has to be in capital letters. Let's say your name is like Dr. Rahim, like that you have written. So D and R would be taken as the first two letters, dot will be taken as the third letter, and space will be taken as the fourth letter. So make sure you are making the correct password for opening the your e-certificate. Otherwise you will have a lot of trouble in opening the certificate. All right, now just click over here to download the e-certificate. So once you click it, so the file will be downloaded basically, and now you can open the file. Once you click over here, they will ask you to fill the password. Okay, so I'll just quickly fill the password and show you. So when you submit it, you will get your e-certificate. Now the certificate contains your name, your mother's name, your father's name, and the date on which you have given the exam. Okay, so for those who have given this particular exam in the Assam and Meghalaya region, the date would have been 27th of December, obviously, because the date of exam was different for them, right? The subject would be given and all the details would be like this. Okay, the next thing is that from when to when this certificate will be valid. So the date of eligibility for assistant professor is the date of declaration of this particular result, CSIR UGC net result, that is 23rd of January 2020. So the certificate is valid from 23rd of January 2020. And or for this is for them who have already qualified masters exam, okay, who have already passed out their masters. For those who are in their masters, who are in their, let's say, second year or first year or first third semester or fourth semester, in any semester of their masters, for them the date of eligibility of this certificate would be the date on which they are going to qualify their masters exam. Okay, so the one which will be later, that will be taken as the date. So if you have already qualified master, this is the date, and if you are in masters, so the date on which you will qualify your masters will be the date for the eligibility of this particular certificate. Now make sure that your masters will be qualified before 22nd January 2022. Okay, that's what is given. So these were the details which I wanted to provide to you guys in this particular video. I hope that whatever I told you, whatever I said is much understood by all of you. You guys understood that how to download your e-certificate. If you have any question, you can ask that in the comment sections below. If you want to share anything, you are most welcome in the comment box below. Thank you so much for watching this video and have a great day. Bye bye.